All right, everybody, we're back here. Welcome back, everyone, and throw me a thumbs up if you can hear the feed here. A little technical difficulties at the hallowed Silent Ice Gardens. We got a thumbs up. We're back in business. Mob here lead 2-0. 5:48 to go in the first period. Rigger's been carrying the play here the last couple of shifts. These two foes know each other very well, played each other many times over the years, both in spring hockey here in the HSL. It is a rematch of the 2024 HSL Championship that the Mob won over at the old famous West Edmonton Mall here. Cole keeps it, puck in, gives it to Shepard. Turnover, Riggers head the other way. It's going to be Stocks. Stocks are down. Shepard. Bit of a knee here. It's going to be a delayed penalty coming up on that knee to knee. Rockwell's going to come across the blue line, spins, curls back. He's going to take his time, get set up. Rockwell surveying up to Hewitt. Hewitt over to McDonald, back to Hewitt. Stocks touches it, and that'll be 2 minutes for tripping for the Riggers. As I mentioned when I was talking and nobody heard, this is an all-North Division final, proving once again that the only thing good coming out of Calgary is Highway 2 North. The Riggers dispatched the O2 Grizzlies 3-1 in the semifinals, sending them back into hibernation. There was no media availability with the coaching staff for the Grizzlies late yesterday. We assume it was a dislodged net. That was the issue, but we're not 100% sure. Rumblings of possible coaching changes in the future. The Mob came through the semifinals by dispatching the Crusaders 6-2. Wonderful night by Deegan Shepard, natural hat trick to get things going for the Mob. Naveen Tooley, 2 goals, 2 assists here at the start of the championship game. Mob lead 2-0 on goals by Mitchell Moore and Tooley. Downs is going to head back for the puck. Surveys the scene, has a look. He's going with the long height. Here's a 2-on-1 developing. Shepard's in all alone. Shoots off the goal post. Tibbet. Here goes Garcia. He's electric. He's got wheels to burn. What a poke check by Mick Morin. Mariner. He's got Shepard at center ice. Shepard brings it across the blue line. Dishes it, picked off and sent the other way by the Riggers. Chopped back to Morgan, back to Rockwell to Morgan. Morgan through the neutral zone, looks, sees Hewitt. Turnover by the Riggers to Mitchell Moore. Keeps it in at the point, it's out. That's an offside play. 57 seconds to go here in the Mob's power play. A little bit frantic. 2-on-0 there for the Mob. Shepard over to McDonald. McDonald rings it off the bar. Turns the other way. Garcia. He's got jets like Jake Lewis. Fort McMurray legend. Goes in all alone. McMorrin hits him with the poke check just like he did, just like Vladislav Tretiak back in the 72 Summit Series. McDonald in the corner with Flett. McDonald digs it out. Pulls it to his forehand back to Rockwell. Rockwell surveys over to Hewitt. Hewitt looks, shoots. Tipped by Tooley off the post. Puck goes around. Shot kept in by Hewitt. Hewitt dances to the slot. Throws it into the corner. Tries to clear it by the Riggers. He fans on it. Tooley chips it past 18. Heads into the corner. Back to Flett. Flett's going to circle. He's going to look. Comes out to Hewitt. Hewitt shoots. McDonald just misses on the rebound. McDonald to Rockwell. Rockwell surveys. Breaks Pearson's ankles at the blue line. Comes in. Shoots off the goalie's head. And that'll ring out the other side. Hewitt's going to chase back after it. The penalty is now expired. Riggers back to full strength. Hewitt circles through the neutral zone. Drags it towards the center of the ice. Goes wide. Inside out. Goes wide again. Curls back towards around the net. Has a look. Turns. Shoots. Big save by Djokovic. Not Novak. Different one. Number 7 for the Riggers has a step. He comes in. Shoots it towards Hewitt. Hewitt clears it. McMorran with the save. Rings it around to McDonald. McDonald gets a stick on it. Back to the point. Fired from the point. Deflected in front. Misses. Riggers have it. Flett's got it. Flett. McDonald through the neutral zone. Gains the blue line. Tries a toe drag. 21 with the good stick. Saper D to Davey. Davey up the middle. Just about picked off by LeBlanc. Christensen dumps it in. They'll go for a wholesale change. Mariner back after it. Circles around. Surveys. Fakes inside. Heads outside. Looks to carry it. He drags it to the middle of the ice. Turns it over. Stalks. Back to Lang. Lang says, "What did you do?" Still getting comments of no sound, but that's the risks you run when you're running an iPhone 16. We've got a small budget here. Mob head to the PK. Downs. 2 for roughing. Riggers have the puck here down to the half wall. Looks towards the slot, back to Garcia. Garcia cross ice to the D. He's going to shoot. McMorran gobbles it up. Update on the sound. Commenter Larry69463 at hotmail.org says sound is good. Faceoff's going to come to McMorran's right. It'll be Flett and LeBlanc. Out there as the forwards, Hewitt and Rockwell manning the points. Check that Harford's going to come out for LeBlanc. Shots are 12-10 right now for the Riggers. 2-0 Mob. Goals by Mitchell Moore and Tooley. Riggers win the draw. Slip one just through the crease. Garcia's got it on the right half wall. He sends it over to the right D. Into the slot to Garcia. One-timer. Hits his own guy in the clavicle. Back to the point. Davey. Davey cross ice D to D. Toe drag. Shoots. Misses the net. That's going to ring around the boards and all the way out. As we hear, 60 seconds to play here. Garcia's ripping around the zone. You got to watch this kid skate. He can fly. They're going to try and dip it back to Lang. Lang has a look. Gets it over. He towed it. Got it at the red line. He's going to dump it in. Mariner's going to go back for it. 34 seconds left. Flips it up the wall. Fanned on it. Riggers get it. Chops a sauce over to the right point to McMorran, and he gobbles that one up. Carter Walkwin comes over and says, "I might be the nicest guy in all of Wood Buffalo. You touch my goalie, you're going to go down like free beer at a frat party." Face-off's going to be to McMorran's right. We've got Morgan and Shepard out there. Hewitt and Rockwell again on the points. 24.9 seconds on the clock, 2-0 Mob. Cleanly won by Shepard to Rockwell. Rockwell's got it. Sends it down the length of the ice. Down to Djokovic. He's going to corral that, leave it for his D-man. He gathers it behind the net, pressured by Shepard. Over to 7, Menard. Menard's going to curl, go back to his round his net. 7 seconds remaining in the first. To Saper. Saper unadvisedly goes up the middle with it. Here shorthanded. Real good play by number 18 to keep Shepard off the puck, and it's going to head to the first intermission. Mob up 2-0. Once again, you'll see the crowd here quivering like squirrels with nuts here. The vibration in the building is electric. Mob parents heading over to Rednecks. Maybe hit the VLTs. Once again, the mob moms clad in their custom blazers, dollar store pom-poms. Mitchellmore got things going here in the first minute, snapping one home to give the Mob a 1-0 lead. Sent the crowd into frenzy all the way back from Gregoire to Parsons Creek. Later on in the period, Thule busted down the right side with a brand new twig he picked up at Pro Hockey Life, 400 plus fees and services. That replaced a broken stick from a celebration the day before. He slips one 5-hole to give the Mob a 2-0 lead. That's where we stand through the first period of play. Still 22 seconds left in the Downs penalty. Mob are going to send out Mitchellmore and Thule to kill this one off. Hewitt and Rockwell will start on the back end. Riggers loading it up with Stocks, Davey, Lang, 10, Pearson. Mitchellmore goes forward with it to Stocks. Stocks to his D-man, looks, gives it back to Stocks. Grabs the blue line. Rockwell pins him to the wall into Hewitt's corner. Hewitt's going to pin it there against the wall, chip it up towards the half wall where Mitchellmore gathers it. He's going to send it down off the leg of the linesman, circles back. He's going to twist, find Rockwell. That does it for the power play. Rockwell sends it up the middle. Thule chips it in. Davey back forward for the Riggers, curls behind his own net. Morgan chases him. To Thule, to Hewitt. Hewitt cuts to the slot to Mitchellmore. Mitchellmore shoots, blocked by the Riggers. He's got room to skate, he's gonna wheel. Elbows pumping, knees, some high knee crossovers. Puck goes off the side of the Mob net, behind the net. Hewitt's got it, Hewitt to Morgan. Morgan pulls it, turns it over. Good stick by Rockwell as the puck goes to the middle of the net. Mitchellmore's gonna gather it up. Flips it to Thule to Mitchellmore. Flips it to the neutral zone. Ott grabs it, goes D to D. Grabs the red line, flips it in. McMorrin. Stocks. Stocks hits Quisberg at the point. Quisberg's gonna shoot. It hits off McMorrin's glove and trickles past the goal line. Here it goes, Hewitt's gonna gather it up. He's gonna give it, he's gonna wheel. Briskly tries to go up the middle. Picked off by the Riggers. Riggers go the other way. Brantley pitches. Big scramble at the neutral zone area. Chip deep. Shepard's got it. He's got a step. Here comes Deegan Shepard. Shoot, scores! Deegan Shepard slicing like a knife through butter. Steps past the Riggers D. Backhand, forehand to pay dirt. It's 3-0 Mob. Like an old Cooper Shepard, a young Mitch Shepard. Deegan Shepard. Been doing it for years. 3-0 Mob. Shots 15-11 for the Riggers. McDonald to Downs. Downs circles back. D to D to Mariner. Mariner takes it on his backhand, curls to his forehand, chops it up the middle. That's going to go all the way for icing. Once again, it's icing, but you do have to respect the sauce. Cameraman gave Mariner a little wink. Mariner looks back with a little smile. Bro is an absolute legend. Faceoff's going to be to McMorrin's right. Fresh change here for the Mob. They send out Flett and Harfit to now flank Shepard. Shepard's going to win the draw to Mariner. Taken away. Here's the puck into the slot, rattles around. Good block here by Flett. Chuck towards the net. Good block by Mariner. Elite quadruple A shot blocking co. Proud of these shot blocks. The Mob working their get in the way system. Here come the Riggers. He's got a step. Comes to the net. He fans on it. Into the corner. Good stick by Flett. He's going to win this battle. Over to Loveseth in the corner. Good stick by Flett again. D's calling for it. It gets there. D to D. And a shot from the point goes wide. Coach hollering. Hit the net. We've heard that before on our side as well. Shepard has it. He's going to whip through the neutral zone. 1-on-3. He's going to take it wide. Wait for reinforcements. They come. To Rockwell. Picks it off in the slot. Loveseth flips it high. Riggers have it in the neutral zone. Shepard gathers it up. Loses it in his feet. Flips it over to Tooley. Tooley spins. He's got it over to Mitchellmore. Mitchellmore into the corner on his forehand. Riggers chip it up the wall. Morgan's there. He gives it to Mitchellmore back behind the Riggers net. Gathers it up. Riggers are looking. Turns it over. Mitchellmore flips it to a loose wing. No one's after it. Tooley's got it. He's going to flip it deep. Good puck management. Bad bounce for the Riggers behind the net. We've got Mitchellmore. Mitchellmore to Rockwell. Rockwell shoots. Rebound in front. Back to Mitchellmore. He's going to shoot. Rebounds loose to Morgan. He scores! Andre Morgan. Dr. Dre. An absolute clinic on pressuring the puck down low for the Mob. They've been preaching this all year. The Riggers have seen enough. They're going to take a timeout, down 4-0 here. 16 minutes to go in the second period. Credit there to relentless puck pressure. Two good pinches by Rockwell at the right point. Gets it down to Tooley, spins it behind the net. Some nervous play by the Riggers down below the goal line. It works its way out. One-timer Rockwell. Rebound goes to Mitchellmore. He whacked it at the net. Little bit of candy sitting around the slot. Morgan comes in. Says no big deal. Another legend from the 2014 Mountaineers. Graduated into the 2014 Mob back in 2024. This is not his first rodeo. Andre Morgan. But there's lots of time left. 16 minutes, 11 seconds left in the second period here. Riggers still out shooting the Mob, 17-12. McMorrin's holding the fort. We've got a goaltending change coming in now. Pritchard for the Riggers. This young guy, he is a solid goaltender in his own right. Very fast, very quick legs. Draw at the neutral zone is scrambled. Barrett, McDonald throws it over towards the wall. We've got Shepard. Shepard to McDonald. He comes across the blue line. He goes down like a power window. Garcia hits his man one-on-one. Puck comes in. McMorrin spits a rebound to the top of the crease, but he's quick like a cat to pounce on it. A little bit of action there in front of him after the fact, but Downs handles that with no big deal. Faceoff's going to come to McMorrin's left. Nice little burst of energy there. Garcia's dangerous, as you know from the Riggers. One of the most electric players in the league. This Riggers team is definitely on the up and up. They've been playing great all year long. Real tough game for the Mob. Riggers are going to dump it in. Hewitt's going to chase it into the corner. He sees Harfit. He's going to sauce it over to him. Harfit's going to one-touch it to Mitchellmore. Mitchellmore through the neutral zone to Flett, just out of his reach. Flett wins the battle to the puck. Garcia's going to gather it up behind his own net. He takes one, spins one wing, gets hauled down, no call. Through the neutral zone. Brantley's on him. Mitchellmore with a good stick on puck. Over to Hewitt, to Flett. Oh, he turns it over to Menard. Menard has it at the point. Linesman says no. McMorrin with an absolutely stupendous save on a rebound. Floated towards the net. It misses. Riggers applying the pressure here. Their man goes down in front of the net. Rockwell gets it. He flips it to Mitchellmore. He's got some room to skate. Flips it over to Harfit. Harfit's going to grab the red line and get it deep. Full change, little chip and change for the Mob. Harfit runs into some guy. They're like, what did we do? Harfit completes the change. Morgan after it to Tooley. Tooley back in deep below the goal line. Ott chases it for the Riggers. Shepard's in after it, drops his stick. Riggers get it, out through the neutral zone. To Downs, Downs picks it off. To Tooley, Tooley to Shepard. Shepard gathers speed through the neutral zone on his forehand, comes, busts wide, has a look. To Morgan, shoots, scores! What did I tell you about Dr. Dre, Andre Morgan? Shepard, who with a burst of speed heads left around the right D, gathers up speed, curls behind the net, slips it into the slot. Andre Morgan's there, one tees it home. No chance for Pritchard on the play, tucks that inside the blocker side post. This is 2014 Mob hockey. If you haven't seen it, you're missing something. It's high energy, it's fast paced, it's one team, one effort, one goal. 5-0 Mob, 14-14 to go in the second period. Face-off won by the Riggers. They come across the blue line and chip it deep. Linesman 145 says that'll be offside. His partner, referee, linesman number 888. 888 in the program's number 1 in your heart. Dropped in the neutral zone, Garcia wins the draw. Garcia gathers it up, chops a little 2-foot sauce pass to number 19. He shoots, that shot goes wide. Puck goes into Hewitt's corner. Hewitt, active stick, takes a swing at it. Oh, they lose their guys down low. Hits the man in the slot. Great save by McMorrin. Little chop to McDonald. McDonald pushes it past his man, Shepard. There we go. Good stick, Carter Walkwin chips it into the neutral zone. And the Riggers come in offside. Dangerous looking rush there as Garcia had the puck with his little bit of a head of steam, but his compatriot was just a hair offside. Neutral zone face-off. Downs and Mariner. They've got this random setup where Downs is up the middle. Mariner was looking for the D-to-D pass. Downsy grabs it on his backhand, over to Mariner. Mariner gathers it up and spins. Spins again, flips it to Flett. Flett has a look. He's going to chip the wall. Kept in by the Riggers. He's going to dump it behind the net. Downs going to chase it. Looks to go D-to-D. Chipped in behind him to Mitchellmore. Mitchellmore loses the puck behind the net. He's got it back. Loveseth battling it. Loses it to Flett. Flett, one hand on his stick, chips it up the wall to the D. It's held in by the Riggers. He rips it behind the net. And Flett's going to take a penalty here for roughing. Well, if there was ever a chance for the Riggers to get back into this thing, now might be the time for them. 13 minutes to go in the second period, down 5-0. They go on the power play. It was a good shift by the Riggers. Did a good job holding the puck at the line, putting pucks deep, couple turnovers. Mob are going to run Mitchellmore and LeBlanc on the PK with Rockwell and Hewitt. Riggers loading up with Christensen, Garcia, Saper, and 2 other guys. Draw, neutral zone draw, here we go. Here comes, what a shot, what a save by McMorrin. That was Garcia, he was all alone in the slot. McMorrin bested him with the blocker. Here's Garcia. Garcia's gonna cut in from the half wall. Good stick by the Mob coming in on him. And Mitchellmore clears the ice there. That's a dangerous looking shift from Garcia. Goalie's gonna cover it. Good job by LeBlanc to race down and force the goalie to cover that up. We'll take offensive zone faceoffs here on the PK all day long. Little quick mob change. We got Shepard and Tooley out there now replacing Mitchell Moore and LeBlanc. Rockwell and Hewitt stay out there on the point. Draw one by the Riggers. Lang pulls up behind his net, looks for Garcia. Doesn't give it to him. Now he does. Through the neutral zone. And Hewitt gathers that up and chips it down the ice. Outside the reach of number 92. Shepard's in there after it. D-man falls. Tooley behind the net. Garcia gathers it up. He's going to look. Has a look. Rips one up to his winger. Rockwell pinches him off. Spins. Bit of a hook. Garcia behind the net. Good stick by Rockwell. Here we go, Shepard. Shepard tries to slip it through the D-man's feet. Can't. Ott takes it. Dumps it deep. 48 seconds to go in this power play. Hewitt gathers it up behind his net. Looks. Rips it all the way down the ice on net. Ott's going to collect it for the Riggers. Spins behind the net. Throws it to the weak side. That's Menard over there, number 7 for the Riggers. McDonald's on him. Hard with the stick. We got a good stick by Rockwell. Rockwell, 2-on-1 developing down low. Good stick by Mariner to break up the 2-on-1 to Morgan. Morgan, the responsible play, dumps it down the ice. 17 seconds to go in this power play for the Riggers. Ott gathers it up. McDonald chases him. He's on him. Hard on the puck. He's got it welded to the boards. McDonald. Riggers break out. Flipped up the middle. In the guy's boots. Menard. Menard through the neutral zone. Cut off by Morgan. Comes across the blue line. Shot. And Downs munches it like a peanut butter sandwich. Not today. Puck goes to the Riggers in the slot. Deflected. Good stick by LeBlanc as it goes back to the point, back to the half wall. Menard. Menard flips it deep. That's going to go in behind the net. Mariner chases him. He finds a guy in the slot. It's Lang. Shoots off the goal post. Cleared by Harfit to the point. Garcia. Garcia down low to Stocks. Stocks looks to the point. Lob towards the net. Good stick. Here comes Harfit. He's got room to skate. He's going to get the red line. He's going to chip and chase. Mariner and Downs change. Rockwell and Hewitt back out to the point. LeBlanc's got it down low. Has a look. Fans on the pass. Garcia is going to take it from him. Garcia across the blue line 1-on-3. He's dancing. He scores! Mateus Garcia, always dangerous. Comes in 1-on-3. Little bit of a gap control issue there. He sneaks one inside the corner bar, makes it 5-1 Mob. Nine minutes, 59 seconds to go here in the second period. Mitchell Moore to Hewitt. Hewitt chips it over to Shepard. Shepard has a look, finds Tooley. Tooley chips it deep. He's first in after it. He hits Mitchell Moore. Mitchell Moore spins into the corner. Gonna head behind the net. Goes down. Thrown into the slot. Shepard's on it. He's got a good stick. Hewitt. Hewitt's got it. He chips it into the zone. To Tooley. Tooley shoots. Rebound. Loose. Stop behind the net by Shepard. Riggers move it up. Turn it over. Here goes Tooley again. Tooley to Shepard. Shepard to Mitchell Moore. He misses the pass. The Riggers break back 3-on-2. Gains the line. He flips it towards the net. Blocked by Hewitt. Rockwell pins him to the wall, and Mitchell Moore's got it. He's going to spin. Puck's there. Hewitt's got it. Hewitt to Shepard. Shepard's got room to skate, and he will. Drag and curl. Floats one on net. Goaltender makes the save and covers it up. That'll be a face-off to his right. Frenetic pace here in the second period. 8 minutes, 48 seconds to go. 5-1, the Mob still lead. Morgan's going to take the draw. He's got Harfit and Flett. Harfit takes it into the corner. Tied up. Downs at center ice. Jams it into a pile. He's going to curl it back. He's going to flip it back up. Bit of a turnover. Here's Morgan in the neutral zone. Morgan to Flett. Poke checked. Puck gets slammed back into the mob zone. Mariner back after it. Mariner looks. Over to Downs. Downs to Mariner. Flett has it. Flett to Downs. To Harfit. Harfit's got room to skate. He chips it off the wall down deep into the Riggers zone. Does it have enough? No, it does not. Linesman waves it off. Morgan in after it. He forces him behind the net. Into the slot. Riggers break back out here. Speed through the neutral zone. Cuts to the left. Shot towards the net. Rebound. Downs. He's got time. Circles back. Circles back again. Mariner takes it. Chips the wall. McMorrin's seen enough. He wants to cover this one up and get the whistle so the mob can make a full change. And they do. Face-off will be to McMorrin's left. Shepard, LeBlanc, and McDonald. Riggers win the draw back to the point. Shot from the point. Gathered up by McMorrin. McMorrin took a bit of a slash there to his blocker hand. He's favoring his digits, but he's got 10 of them. Swats the puck away. Face-off's going to be back again to his left. Clean draw there, won by the Riggers back to the point. They've been having some success getting pucks back to the point, putting them on net. Mob are going to have to make sure they're out there covering the points. Shepard digs in. He wins the draw clean to Rockwell. Rockwell behind his net, flips it to Hewitt. Hewitt just slings it down the ice. And that'll go for an icing. Shepard's going to work on his forehand here on the draw, he's going to try and win it back to the middle to Rockwell. Pearson also on his strong side, looking to win it back to his D-man. Scrambled draw. Stocks has it. LeBlanc takes it, curls to Shepard. Shepard's got it in the neutral zone. Stocks fans on it to Hewitt. Hewitt flips it up the middle, picked off by Davey. Davey flips it deep, Rockwell back after it, Stocks on him. Here we go. Shepard gathers it up out of the corner. Two Riggers are down in the corner. There's a bit of an opportunity here to McDonald. McDonald to LeBlanc. LeBlanc shoots, throws one on net. Steered aside by the Riggers goalie. This is Garcia. Garcia's got the puck. He's wiggling his way through the neutral zone. Good back pressure by LeBlanc. Really good back pressure by LeBlanc and a good stick knocked offside Garcia. Here goes Shepard. He falls down. Garcia's going to pick it up and wheel through the neutral zone. They're going to want to get on him quick. This is how he scored just minutes ago. He curls back. He's having a look. Curls again. Throws it deep to his man in the slot. Down low to the point. Shoots. Tip just wide by Mitchell Moore. Hewitt's seen enough. He's going to chop one down the ice. Every time Matias Garcia is on the ice, he makes something happen. Riggers and Mob both go for a line change. 5:51 to go in the second period. It'll be Mitchell Moore, Morgan, and Tooley for the Mob. Mitchell Moore draws scrambled. Menard has the puck. He drops it, but there's Morgan. Morgan to Tooley. Tooley wheeling through the neutral zone. He's going to aim at the dots and cut wide. He's going to drop it for Mitchell Moore. Mitchell Moore to the slot to Tooley. Tips it just wide of the net. Mitchellmore falls, gives it to Morgan. Morgan to Thule. Thule shoots. It's blocked. Menard. Pinched off by Morgan. Morgan. And flip to McMorran. He's going to play it for Mariner. Mariner has a look. He's going to swing it over to Downs. Downs up the wall to Morgan. Morgan up the middle to Thule. Thule, little 2-on-2 developing here. Back to Mariner. Over to Thule. Kind of fans on it. Riggers break it out. Can't handle it. Downs on his backhand to his forehand. Looks over to Mariner. Mariner chops it to Mitchellmore. Mitchellmore through the neutral zone. He's got a step to Thule. Thule shoots. It's partially blocked. Mitchellmore's got it behind the net. Good stick by the Riggers. To Harfit. He chips it back to Mitchellmore. To Harfit. To Thule. What a save by the Riggers goaltender. He shot that right pad out like no big deal. Here's Walkwin. Walkwin's got an eye on Pearson. Pearson's cutting across the neutral zone. That hits. No, the puck's sitting on the goal line and Walkwin swats it away. What an incredible play. Thule clears the way to McMillan. McMillan's going to go back. What a turning point that would have been. We call him Good Stick Carter for a reason. He indeed has a good stick. Flett back for the puck. He's jamming away at it. Here goes Shepherd in his skates. Thrown to neutral ice territory. Downs to Harfit. He misses it. Flett chips it to Harfit. He fans on it. And the Riggers send it deep as they go for a change. Hewitt gathers it up behind the net. He slings it over to Downs. Downs to Harfit in his feet. The Mob are a little bit careless with the puck here in the neutral zone, especially given who's out there. Garcia's looking to pick off a puck. They're going to need to. Here comes Shepherd. Shepherd slings one towards the net. He misses. Rockwell chases it. Swings at the puck. He misses it. Mariner flips one deep to Rockwell. Rockwell's got it. It's a 3-on-1 developing. And Rockwell draws a hooking penalty here with 3 minutes and 1 second. He made a great play to slide it through his feet. The Riggers had no choice but to haul him down, or it would have been an unabated 3-on-1. 3 minutes and 1 second to go in the second period. Shots are 26-19 for the Riggers. The score, Mob 5, Riggers 1. Mitchellmore's going to take the draw. It's going to be Mitchellmore, Shepherd, and Morgan for the Mob. Hewitt and Rockwell at the point. Mitchellmore wins it to Shepherd. Shepherd to Hewitt. Hewitt to Rockwell. Rockwell to the middle to Mitchellmore. Mitchellmore shoots. Save, rebound. Just knocked away. Here's Shepherd. Shepherd to Mitchellmore. Mitchellmore. To Morgan off the post. Rockwell behind the net to Mitchellmore. Mitchellmore spins, looks. To Rockwell. Rockwell wants it. He's looking to Mitchellmore. Mitchellmore. Look. Shot. What a great save. That was Mitchellmore to Shepherd. In the slot, one-timer. Again, the left pad save. And he squeezes it. 1:24 to go in the power play. Riggers change their killers. Mob are going to roll with the same 5 here for the next part of this power play. Puck down. Won by the Riggers. Cleared down the ice. Hewitt after it. McMorran's going to stop it behind the net to Hewitt. Curls. Has a look. Forced it up the middle. Turned it over. Pearson. Here goes Mitchellmore. Big save there by McMorran off the blocker. Mitchellmore's got a step on his man. He's around him. Throw it into the slot. Shepherd. Shepherd misses the net. And it's cleared by the Riggers. Hewitt's going to gather it up. He sees Rockwell. Rockwell's up around the far red line. He's going to take the pass. Give it to LeBlanc. LeBlanc chips it. loses it. Gonna throw it deep. Good play by Rockwell to pin him to the wall. Chop to Shepard. Shepard, little backhand toe drag. He's gonna carve through this center ice area. Get around his man in behind the goal line. Throws it to Naveen. Naveen in the slot. Can't gather it up. Puck goes into the corner. Riggers first after it. Throws it to the point. Kept in by Mariner. Breaks a gentleman's ankles. Mariner on the backhand to the forehand. Comes in, shoots. It's blocked. Back to Flett. Flett shoots. That's blocked. Riggers now munching pucks to Downs. Downs gonna come in, shoot. Glove save. Riggers leaving no stone unturned here. Selling out. You can see he's hobbling back to the bench. A gritty play by that D-man. Riggers back to even strength here. 56.4 seconds left on the clock in the second period. Shots now 27-24 Riggers. Garcia's out there to take the draw for the Riggers. Thule for the Mob. One cleanly by Thule back to Mariner. Little curl to LeBlanc, back to Mariner. He floats one, just misses. Fletcher first in after it. He's gonna curl back. Surveys, throws it off the wall. Carter with the pinch, throws it in deep. Good play by Mariner to keep them hemmed in deep, 32 seconds on the clock. Behind the net. This is Garcia. Garcia's got a step. Being chased by Mariner. There's a good play by good stick Carter. 9 seconds to go in the second period. A little bit frantic here late in the late going. Loveseff chips it in. He's going to chase after it. 3 seconds. Carter's first on the puck. Gets drugged down over to Mariner. And that'll do it for the second period. A period that saw the Mob score 3 more goals. The Riggers respond with 1. Heading to the third period, the Mob lead the 2026 HSL Championship 5-1. This is not a 5-1 game though. The Riggers are leading the shot clock 27-24. As I said, these two teams know each other well. They've battled hard over the years. 2 honest teams from the north. Mutual respect. Both teams well coached. I'm sure they're getting some last minute instructions here from their coaches. Garcia coaching the Riggers is an exceptional coach, has put his team in a chance to compete for a championship game. The Mob, of course, coached by Jason Mitchellmore, one of the elite development coaches in the entire province. He's got his team up with 5-1 lead heading to the third period. Once again, we're coast to coast today from Paradise, Newfoundland, all the way to Lake Country, BC, and everywhere in between. Here's the crowd eagerly anticipating the hardware. Phil Pritchard shining up the trophy in the back. Parents quivering like horses eating oats, wondering who will be the lucky team. "20 minutes to go, 20 miles, 20 smiles." At this point for the Mob, it's all about puck management, limiting turnovers. Nothing in the poop the bed zone. The blue lines are going to be crucial. Face-off opening draw here in the third goes to the Riggers. They chip it deep. Hewitt chips it up the wall. It's pinched off by the Riggers. They get it towards the net. McMorrin, he's covering up that rebound. McMorrin and Mael Ross, they've been working hard with Ethan Paul and Hatch, specifically on rebound control, battling for loose pucks in front of the net. And he did that right here. Face off to McMorrin's right. Shepard's going to take that draw. He's got Thule and Morgan. Riggers get the puck. They throw it into the slot. It's jammed away. It's good stick by Morgan back to the point. It goes into the slot. Davey gets it for the Riggers. Good step by Shepard behind the net. And here we go. A break for Shepard. He's got a 2-on-1. Over to Thule, just off his stick. Rolling puck, he couldn't get it. Morgan holds it in. He slams it down to Shepard. Shepard's got it deep. He curls. He's going to come to his backhand. Riggers flip it down the ice. Hewitt's going to chase after it. He's got time. Riggers going for a change. Dangerous rush there for the Mob. Hewitt has a look. He's going to take it to his backhand and flip it to the wrong guy. That's Garcia. It's all about puck management in the poop to bed zone. We've talked about this for years. Here's a puck in the neutral zone. Thule jumps on it. He's late in a shift. Chops it to the left side. Harfit's in after it. Thule's going to change. Lang throws it up. That's going to go for an icing. He was looking for his left winger there around center ice, but he missed him. Face off to the left of Pritchard. Mitchellmore's going to take the draw against Garcia. Mitchellmore wins it to Mariner. Mariner looks, shoots it towards the net off the side of the net. Lang's got it behind the net. He flips it up over the side. That's held in by Downs. Lang again, flips it over to Quisberg. Quisberg to Lang. Lang has a look. He sees Garcia up the middle. He's got room to wheel, and he does. Mitchellmore cinches in the hook. They're fighting for the loose puck. To Flett. Flett's got it. Garcia turns it over. Mariner wheels it behind the net to Downs. Downs has it. He's going to look. He turns it over. Two Riggers have it in behind the net. They're going to take it. Garcia's going to go for a change. Puck battle behind the net. Mitchellmore's looking. He's got it. Harfit's going to be first on it. He flips it back to Mariner. Mariner angles his man off, takes it, flips it down the ice. That'll go all the way for icing. Some dangerous moments there for the Riggers. Once again, it's Garcia leading the charge. Faceoff's going to come to McMorrin's right. 17:33 to go here in the third period. Shepard's going to take the draw. Shepard flanked by McDonald and LeBlanc. Draw won by the Riggers. Chipped by Hewitt though. Hewitt's battling for it. He's got a step. He comes in, shoots, scores! Cole, the Roomba, Hewitt. That's Cole's first goal of the game, first of the weekend. He is no stranger to offense. One of the league's premier offensive defensemen. Scramble draw, he pokes through, chips it past the D-man, wins the race, puts it up top, right where Aaron Martins Walsh keeps the moonshine. Six-1 Mob. Quisberg chips it past LeBlanc, throws it up the wall to Lundqvist. Garcia gathers it up, finds Menard. Menard across the blue line, winds, fires. That goes wide. Over to Quisberg. He's got it, finds his man in the slot. LeBlanc gathers it up, into the corner. LeBlanc to Shepard. Shepard to LeBlanc. LeBlanc through the neutral zone. LeBlanc to Shepard. Shepard spins, curls, floats one into the neutral zone. Rockwell's got it. He's going to rip a shot just wide. Loveseth has it for the Riggers. Loveseth looks, turns back, hits Garcia. Garcia stopped by Thule. Thule stopped by Loveseth. Garcia here in the neutral zone. He's going to wheel and chip it. It's going to be a full change for the Riggers. Rockwell goes back for it. Rockwell curls, looks, throws it to Thule through the neutral zone. That misses, but Mitchellmore's after it. Squeeze off the puck. Lang takes it. Lang looks, throws it up the middle. That misses to Downs. Downs gets it at the red line. He's going to throw it deep. McMillan, number 4 for the Riggers, gets it behind the net. He's forced. Morgan takes it, shoots. It's loose in the slot. Cleared out. To Mariner. Mariner's going to get it. Mariner flips it to Morgan. Morgan to Mariner. Mariner winds, fires. That just misses. To Thule. Thule to the point. That's blocked by the Riggers. Stocks to Christensen through the neutral zone. Takes the blue line. Flips it towards McMorran. He's going to stop it, and Mitchellmore takes it. Mitchellmore to Mariner. Mariner to Thule. Thule's going to grab the neutral zone ice, take to the blue line, aim for the dots, head wide. He's going to stop, throw it into the slot. Saper gathers it up. He's wheeling. Rumbling through the neutral zone. Knocked off his stick by Shepard. Shepard one-on-one. He's coming. He's got room. Shoots. Oh, just off the shaft of his stick. Harford. Harford first after it. It's kept in by Hewitt. Saper chips it. Ooh, tough pinch. Tough pinch there. Hewitt. Puck's loose. Behind the net. Hand pass. The Mob need to be wary of the circumstances here. 50-50 pinches not advisable at this point in time. Make the safe play, keep those pucks deep. They lead 6-1 with 14:56 to go in the third. Shots are now 28-28. It'll be Shepard for the draw for the Mob, Christensen for the Riggers. Menard. Menard flanked by Ott. On one side, Zwerek, the D-man here at the far dot. Harford through the neutral zone. Harford battling. He's rumbling. Big collision there between Harford and his man. Puck goes into Shepard. Shepard behind the net. Menard. Good stick by Fletty. Chips it in down low. Rockwell. Rockwell to Harford. Harford zigzags. He shoots. Saved by Pritchard. Loose puck. Hewitt at the point. Keeps it in. Wisely retreats. Riggers take it. They look. They survey. They chop some sauce. Rockwell's got it. He's going to circle back. Has a look. Spins it to Shepard. Shepard's going to dump it deep. He's going to go for a change. Pritchard covers it up. Offensive zone faceoffs. Music to my ears. As the Mob complete a line change, they're going to send Walkwin and Mariner to man the points. LeBlanc and McDonald to flank Mitchellmore. To Pritchard's left. Mitchellmore wins the draw clean. Back to LeBlanc. Mariner floats one towards the net. Off Pritchard and wide. And it's a high stick, much to the chagrin of the Riggers coaching staff. The referee mentions to the coaches, these are kids, we're focused on player safety. I think everyone in Alberta would respect that. (6-1) Mob, 14:02 left in the third. 2-minute power play. Mitchellmore's going to take the draw. McDonald and LeBlanc to flank him. We got Walkwin and Mariner at the point. Garcia to take the draw for the Mob. Puck goes over to the right. Mariner's got it. Mariner's got it. He's patient. Flips it down to Mitchellmore. Mitchellmore spins back into the corner. Has a look to Mariner. Mariner drags it. Comes in. Shoots. Gathered up by Pritchard. Nice little save by Pritchard. Nice little drag and curl by Mariner. Again, offensive zone face-offs at this part in the game. Something that we can all agree. Keep the puck 200 feet from McMorran. Continue to grind away. Mitchellmore's going to take the draw against Garcia. He wins it back to Mariner. Mariner looks, flips it down to LeBlanc. LeBlanc down to Mitchellmore. To LeBlanc, shoots. It's blocked. Dug out of the pile by Garcia. He's going to shoot it down the length of the ice. Right on net to McMorran. Mariner's going to curl. He's got a Garcia on him. Always dangerous. Mariner is going to take the zone. He's going to go all the way. Here we go. He's going to stop and pull up, chip it down low. Riggers first on it. McDonald. Stopped by Mitchellmore. He's going to battle. Swung around to Mariner. Mariner to LeBlanc. To Mariner. To LeBlanc. LeBlanc has a look. He drops it to Mitchellmore. Mitchellmore to Mariner. He's going to load fire off LeBlanc's butt. Right to Mitchellmore. Garcia gathers it up and he sends it the length of the ice. McDonald's going to head for a change. It's going to be a full mob change. We're going to see Shepard with Thule and Morgan. Here goes Shepard. Oh, and he's hauled down. Delayed penalty coming up. Rockwell's got it. It's a 2-on-0 delivery, and Rockwell heading in all alone. Shoots. Big save by Pritchard. Back to Rockwell. Delayed penalty here. It's going to be Flett. Flett to Hewitt. To Shepard. Shoots. Big save by Pritchard. And it's touched by the Riggers. Shepard came out, fresh legs, had it, a little bit of an outside-in move on the Riggers. It's going to be number 7, Menard. He hauls him down in the neutral zone. That'll send the Mob to a 5-on-3 power play for 22 seconds. 12:24 to go here in the third. They're loving it in Paradise, Newfoundland. I'll tell you what, that might be Paradise, but this is Paradise in the West. Silent Ice Gardens, Morinville. Shepard to take the draw. Morgan and Thule on his flanks. Rockwell and Hewitt man the point. If memory serves, Morinville, the whole home of Team Canada great Brandon Hagel. The fans are on pins and needles here. 12:24 to go in the third. Shepard's on his strong side. Wins the draw clean to Morgan to Rockwell. Rockwell surveys, finds Hewitt. Hewitt's got lots of ice. Hewitt's gonna wind, he's gonna fire. Eaton to Morgan. Morgan shoots, fanned on it. Thule to Morgan. Morgan to Rockwell. Rockwell over to Shepard. Shepard shoots. That's Eaton. It's chipped by Rockwell down the ice. Now 5-on-4. Hewitt. Hewitt to Shepard. Shepard to Thule to Morgan. To Shepard. Shoots. Oh! Great save. Pritchard. Shepard, little backhand forehand action. Pritchard, the right-hand catching goalie, snags that and holds it for a face-off. 6-1 the Mob lead here, third period. 11:43 to go, minute 19 left on the power play. Mitchellmore, Harfit, and Flett. Rockwell, Hewitt on the point. Draw back to Hewitt. Hewitt to Rockwell. Rockwell looks, gives it to Harfit. Harfit spins to Mitchellmore. Mitchellmore looks, throws it towards the net, picked off. Cleared. Garcia's in after it. McMorrin's got it. He flips it. A little bit of a goalie toe drag. Garcia spins down low, spins again. Puck's flipped to the point. Quisberg's got it. He's going to get it deep. McMorrin's going to go and play it. He stops it for Hewitt. Hewitt gingerly tiptoeing through the neutral zone. Stops. Hits Mitchellmore. Mitchellmore to the slot. Drops it for Downs. Downs has a lane. To Hewitt. Hewitt tips it. To Downs. Downs to Mitchellmore. Mitchellmore. Through to Hewitt. Hewitt. At the blue line. He's going to lose the puck down into his own zone. Gathers it up. Stocks keeping an eye on him. Flips it to the neutral zone. It's turned over to McDonald. McDonald turns it over to Stocks. McDonald curls. He's got Mariner. Mariner spins through the neutral zone. Takes it. He's going to go wide. He's got to step on McMillan. Mariner digs his shoulder down low, comes around the net, switches it to LeBlanc. LeBlanc curls back. LeBlanc to Downs. D to Mariner. Mariner looks, shoots. Ooh, good screen in front by McDonald. Pritchard up to the task. He makes a big save with 9:58 remaining in the third. Pritchard's really come in and settled things down here for the Riggers. They have two excellent goaltenders. Showing why here. Shots now 35-28 for the Mob. They're really starting to impose their will as this game wears on. Shepard spins it up high. Stocks for the Riggers. Coming into Downs. Good stick by Downs. Plays the body to Mariner. Mariner spins around the net. Mariner to LeBlanc to Shepard. Shepard battles through the check. To Mariner. Mariner. Riggers coaching staff is pleading for an offside call, and that one, for all you Briar fans, Downs swept that one hard across the goal line for an icing. Pretty tight icing call if I do say so myself, though I am a homer for the Mob. The Mob go with Morgan, Mitchell Moore, and Tooley. Tooley and Morgan have been absolutely beasts in this game. Back to Walkwin. Walkwin digs it out of his boots, throws it in behind the net. Mitchell Moore off the side of the net to Tooley. Rockwell pinches. Walkwin's heading back. He's chasing, and he's got a good stick to bang it loose. Slings it over to Tooley. Tooley, back to Rockwell. Rockwell with the big body check behind the net. Well, the Mob were due. After 2 or 3 consecutive power plays, the Riggers are going to get a power play themselves. Rockwell leans in, throws the body. 2 minutes for body contact. The Riggers are going to send their top guys out there. They're going to go with Davey, Lang, Garcia, Gulpin, Zwarek. Harford's going to take the draw against Garcia on his forehand. Garcia to Lang. At the point, hits a Rigger, goes into the corner. Garcia's got it. He's spinning. He spins down low. He's got Downs all over him. Downs has lost his stick. Garcia, good stick by Flett. Garcia spinning, twisting back to the point. Davey shoots. And McMorrin. Snags that one through traffic, covers it up. Once again, exceptional development with the Mob hockey program. Got to tip your cap to Ethan Paulin Hatch. He may be watching, he may not be. If he is, kudos to you, Ethan, on your hard work with these goaltenders all year. D to D, Davey throws it towards the net off a skate wide. Harford gets to it, makes no mistake. Hard on the puck through the neutral zone. Davey gathers it up, throws it to the left winger. Left winger's going to cut to the middle. He's going to chip it. He's offside here. Slowly across the blue line, drops it to Garcia. Swatted out of the air by Shepard. Shepard gets it over the line. Garcia digs it out. Garcia. McMorrin steers it to the corner. Mariner's going to get there. Good stick by the Riggers, but it's through to the neutral zone. Winding up through the neutral zone is Pearson around them behind the net. Surveying to Quisberg. Quisberg to Pearson. Pearson into the slot. Shoots. Big save by McMorrin. Puck's loose. Shepard has it. And the Rigger player inadvertently ran over McMorrin there. The net comes off. The Grizzlies watching from Calgary wondering, was that intentional? Nobody knows. My gut says it wasn't. They're 11. They don't even know how to fill their own water bottles, let alone intentionally push off a net face off to McMorrin's left. Won by Thule. Morgan clears it down the ice. LeBlanc's going to chase Quisberg. Quisberg, 18, goes behind his own net. He's going to look. 7:28 here to go in the third period. 25 seconds left in the power play. Riggers gather it up. Through to Stocks. Good stick by Morgan. Morgan to Hewitt. Hewitt down the ice. To Saper. He misplays it to Thule. Thule comes across the middle. He's looking. He sees LeBlanc. LeBlanc shoots. Pritchard with the save. Thule chases it behind the net. LeBlanc comes around the net, throws one on net. Pritchard makes that save too. Riggers gather it up. They're going to rip it through the neutral zone. Hewitt's going to step up and pick it off. Here comes Hewitt. Gingerly chips one deep. 6:52 to go in the third. 6-1 Mob. Ott behind his own net. Ott D to Pearson. Pearson looks, drags, sees Saper. Tape to Saper in the neutral zone. He's wheeling. Drags it. Good stick by Morgan. Saper's going to throw it to the front of the net. Clapper. What a save by McMorran. That was a Clapper that had double deflection. There was a little bit of room to the 5-hole. McMorran, not today. That's his 31st save of the game. Mob come back to 5-on-5 here. 6:29 to go in the third. Grammy's out in Lake Country, fresh off a 2-week jaunt to Vietnam. She was doing some scouting down in Vietnam, looking for some 2014 Mob players, wondering if maybe there was a player or two down there. Did not seem favorable, but the Riggers chip it back in. Mariner to Mitchellmore. Mitchellmore through the neutral zone, cuts to the middle. Mitchellmore to Flett. Flett takes it to the corner. He's gonna be safe with it. Keep it 200 feet from his net. Riggers rip it around the boards. Harford in after it. Nice wall chip to Mitchellmore. Mitchellmore, push from behind, he goes down. Harford gets it. Harford shoots. Good save by Pritchard. Lang has it behind the net. He twists back. Harford's got it. He boots it into the slot. No F3 high, but Mariner steps up and chips it back in. The Mob are offside. Riggers throw it into neutral zone territory. Ill-advised. They go for a complete change to Flett. Flett has it. He's going to dump it in, and he's going to head for a change. We got Shepard and McDonald in after it. Garcia is winding it up. He's going to chip and chase. Zwarich pinched off by Rockwell. McDonald gets it and sends it down low. Garcia to Quisberg, up to Gulpin. Gulpin chips it. Hewitt, no gap. Quisberg takes it across the blue line, and the Riggers are offside. 5:13 to go in the third. Mob have the lead 6-1. Shepard's going to take the draw for the Mob here. Hewitt chips it through the middle. That's LeBlanc. LeBlanc to Hewitt. Circles. Hewitt to Shepard. Shepard through the neutral zone. Shepard through the neutral zone. He's got Rockwell. Rockwell's calling for it. Here goes Hewitt. Jumps in. Hewitt's going to look. He's going to shoot. Big save by Pritchard. Rebound to Garcia. Good angling by Mika. Mika's going to chip it low to Shepard. Shepard's going to twist. He loses his man. His guy falls down. That's Quisberg. Shepard hits Rockwell in the slot. Rockwell shoots, scores! Brantley Rockwell puts this thing on ice. What a finish here for the Mob. Giving the Riggers no time and space. Like a young Tom Keka with the Lethbridge Pronghorns in 1967-67. 7-1 Mob, 4 minutes and 34 seconds. That goal, if memory serves, LeBlanc to Shepard to Rockwell to Paydirt. Downs back after it. He's got it behind his net. He throws it D to D, goes back to the point. Saper has it. He's going to throw it down deep. There's Thule. Thule right where he's supposed to be. He's got it to Morgan. Morgan's going to gather the red line. He's going to cut through. He's going to get it over to Mitchellmore. Mitchellmore's going to cut. Saper, a very, very tall individual with a long stick. He made a good play. The Riggers break in deep. They got Walkwins chasing. And they're going to slide one home there. Mob a little sloppy with the puck. And the Riggers score a nice goal, throw one on net, rebound goes into the slot, and they bang it home. That was really all developed by Saper. Saper with the long reach, poked it off Mitchell Moore's stick, looked up ice, fed the man. He had a step on the Mob defenseman, cut in. And they score. It's now 7-2. I may have spoken too soon. Face off at center ice to Rockwell. Rockwell to Hewitt. Hewitt to Shepard. Off his stick. Lang goes down like free beer at a frat party. Here comes Shepard in all alone. Shoots. Score! Off the opening face-off, Shepard to Rockwell, chips it up. The Riggers defenseman blows a tire. Puck squirts through. Shepard, similar move to the one that Pritchard stoned him on earlier, goes backhand to forehand. This time tucks it just inside the post. It's now 8-2. And the moms are starting to get excited. They're looking at their purses. They're empty. All their fun. Oh, here's a bit of a hit from behind. That's okay. Shepard took that one. Kind of unlucky, I would say. Probably not one I would have called. But hey, when you're talking about player safety, and you don't want any mom fights in the bleachers, you make that call and you move on. Mob are going to head to the power play. She's a bittersweet day for this gentleman. Promised Mess I wouldn't do this. 3 years with this great group of young boys. Garcia's going to pick it off as I wipe a tear from my eye. McMorra. Garcia slips one by, makes it. Well, McMorran says no, the ref says yes. So that's Garcia, fitting that he gets a late one for the Riggers. He's been unbelievable all year. Back to what I was saying, bittersweet day here for the Walshes as they wrap up 3 wonderful years with the Mob hockey program. Best kids you can find, best parents, best coaches. Garcia's going to take it. He's going to sauce it over. Mariners got it behind his net. 1:27 to go in the power play. Mariners going to come out of his own zone. Drops the shoulder, cuts to the middle. He's going in on Lang. Throws the brakes, curls. Fakes the switch. Mariner comes around, winds up, shoots. Off LeBlanc's stick behind the net. McMillan's got it now for the Riggers. He's going to curl. He's going to go high. That's a 15-foot sauce. That is a 15-foot sauce, and we respect that. Mariner to Mitchell Moore. Thule kind of threw a pick there to Mitchell Moore. Pritchard shoots it. Pritchard makes the save. Thule comes in, a little bit of a jab. And they're protecting their goalie as any good team would. I can't say enough good things about this Riggers team. There's been a lot of battles between the Mountaineers and the Mob over the years. They've improved every single year. They keep picking up players and developing them. Very proud of the work that they do as an organization. They're going to be a force for years to come, that Riggers team. Rockwell at the slot. He's going to shoot. Pritchard makes the save. Cleared to Rockwell. Rockwell holds the line to his backhand, spins, slips it over to Shepard. Shepard to Flett. What a deflection. Great save by Pritchard. Shepard down low. Here comes Shepard. Good stick by Lang. Lang's going to flip it up towards the blue line, kept in by Hewitt. Hewitt flipped over to Shepard. Shepard chips it past his man. Here comes Shepard. Looks back door. There's a race for it. Stocks is away. Rockwell's going to chase him back. Rockwell takes his ice to Hewitt. 1:33 here to go. 8-3 the Mob lead. Hewitt throws it up to Thule. Thule gets center ice. He's going to throw it over to Shepard. Shepard spins. Comes. He's hauled down. No call. Zwanek. Zwanek to Loveseth. Galloping through the neutral zone. Has a look. Flips a shot. Blocked by Downs. They're going to pull their goalie. Pritchard to the bench. Menard joins them for the extra attacker. Back to Saper. Menard. Chipped by Walkwin. Walkwin flips it to the blue line, not out. To Garcia. Garcia spins. Spins to the slot. Thule chips it. Garcia gets it. He's going to come in, shoot, scores! Mateus Garcia must watch television. There he is, number 96 for the Riggers. Makes it an 8-4 game with 44 seconds to go. Riggers going to keep their goalie pulled. They'll send him back in for the face-off. That's Pritchard. He's held the minute with some great save shots. 42-34 for the Mob. Davey chips, charges. Hewitt's going to wheel. He's going to flip it up the middle. 30 seconds to go. Menard. Do you believe in miracles? Just one short year ago today, the Mob upset the Grizzlies 3-1 at the Seven Chiefs Center to win the inaugural 2014 HSL Championship. They storm back again and come back one more time. The puck goes to McMorran. He chucks it down. Hewitt wheels around the net. The gloves start to fly. And it is back-to-back HSL Championships. Blonde hair is flowing. Your Fort McMurray Mob HSL Championships. Tears are flowing of joy. Is that number 14, Nate Walsh, on the ice? He's dressed. He's out there with his team. He cannot believe what he saw today. Beaming with pride. The best youth hockey coaching ensemble in the history of Fort McMurray. Ryan Morgan, Samuel Rockwell, Jason Mitchellmore, and Daniel Hewitt. We need to put our hands together on an excellent season for the Riggers. What a team. They've improved so much over the course of the season. Excellent goaltending. One of the hardest teams to play again. Never quit. Their coaching staff is outstanding. True gentlemen with every respect. Their fans giving them a hand as they should. Another Mob Riggers exceptional game. McMorran's going to lead the handshake. What more can you say? It all started a mere few years ago with a dream. Year one, the HSL Mob come in, 2013 major championship, bring home the championship. The next year, 2014 Mob against the Riggers, just feet away from Aritzia at West Edmonton Mall, defeat the Riggers to win the HSL championship. In the B division that year, they came back the next year, loaded for bear, usurped the Grizzlies to win 3-1 at Seven Chiefs. And here we are 1 year later. There's Mail, the mailman. He delivered, as he always does in the semifinals yesterday against the Crusaders. What a team. Parents contributed at least $180 plus fees and services for bleached blonde hair. Some couldn't afford it. with the prices these days with diversified transportation and Holiday Inns worldwide. Tyler Woke is taken to the ice here. He's the president of the Hockey Super League. Lane Pearson, a deserving player of the game for the Riggers. Exceptional effort. Deegan Downs. Deegan Downs has evolved into one of the premier shutdown D-men in the HSL. He's got the 2 fingers up for back-to-back champs. Undisputed, undefeated, unparalleled. Here come the mob. What more can you say about Coach Mitchell Moore? He's had this group since the COVID impacted year of 2021, 2020. That was the 2014 Mountaineers that year. They won the Crusher Cup and they've never looked back. Safe to say these young men have learned a lot about life and hockey from Jason Mitchell Moore. Ryan Morgan's been there all the way along. Dan Hewitt all the way along. And of course, Sam Rockwell joining the team back from those Mountaineer days. World-class coaching staff, true gentlemen. Honored to call them friends.
We also want to acknowledge and extend a special thank you to the officials selected by our referee supervisors to work today's championship game. For our officials, please come forward when I call you to accept a gift from the league as a token of our congratulations for being selected for this championship game. Referee Rudy Wright. Referee James Walker. Linesman Jack Whitmore. And linesman Danny Hartwell. Your commitment to fair play and the integrity of the game is invaluable. We also extend our gratitude to all the officials who worked tirelessly throughout the season. To the coaches, mentors, families, and supporters, your dedication has been instrumental in shaping these young athletes and allowing them to compete at the highest levels through the season. We congratulate both teams on an outstanding season in a hard-fought final. Your effort, teamwork, resilience have been on display all weekend and all year. You begin awards by presenting the silver medals to the Riggers Hockey Academy. Please come forward. Number 4, Light McMillan. Number 7, Hudson Rao. Number 9, Alexander Clark. Number 10, Oscar Wilson. Number 14, Mays Barrett. Number 18, Robin Westbrook. Number 19, Eric Flag. Number 21, Maxwell Singer. Number 26, Owen Gilman. pitcher. Number 41, Thomas DeGoldich. Number 72, Eric Christensen. Number 86, Blake Stallings. Number 89, Blake Pearson. Number 91, Jackson Blow. Number 92, Sam Mead. Number 96, Mateus Garcia. Next, we recognize our champions. Please welcome our gold medal winning team, Mom Hockey Program. The Lion the gold medalists. Number 8, Lino Long. Number